Miss Lisa Cooper?
Yes, it's me.
I'm Dr. Williams. Your aunt, Matilda Cooper, is in my care. She was hospitalized. I don't want to worry you, but please, come as soon as possible.
Hot tubs, cyborgs with Austrian accents, Crispin Glover. Good things get even better when they go back in time. That's a rule. So when the hidden object adventure game goes all flux capacitor with a hot chick protagonist, that should spell awesome for everyone involved. And it absolutely does in Shards of Time. Doesn't spell unique though. Spelling is hard. Released last month to the App Store, Shards of Time is a solid example of all the things its fans have come to love about the hidden object adventure game. You have plenty of objects to find, mini-games to play, and people to interact with. And the game does those things really well. It's also a lot more streamlined and easy to follow than some of these games can be, which is awesome. And if you're a fan of the genre, that's probably all you need to know. But if you're looking for something fresh or new, well, saddle up and look elsewhere, partner. You play as said hottie. Her Aunt Matilda is dying or something. And through a perfectly logical sequence of events, you travel back in time and find out you have magical powers. If you want to save your aunt, you have to follow the clues she's scattered through time and, of course, find objects. So the story's pretty ridiculous, and it's just not all that interesting, even by hidden object standards, but there is a fun cast of characters along the way, and again, the gameplay itself's pretty spot on. There are lots of the typical hidden object scenes, although they do seem less cluttered than usual, and therefore a bit easier. Of course, one of the great things about Shards of Time is that it tries to eliminate some of that hidden object confusion by showing you these glittery trails, which are visual clues for where to go next. And since these games can sometimes be a little vague, that's a welcome addition. I also really like the hand-drawn look of the cutscenes. That's a great stylistic choice. It almost leaves the rest of the game looking dull in comparison. I almost wish they would have given the whole game that look, but I don't know, that might have looked a bit sketchy. Hidden object fans looking for an enjoyable run through the established hoops can certainly find one here, but if you're looking for a new take on things, leave the past alone. You'll just screw up the future anyway. It's Shards of Time for the iPad.